I deal with dysphoria? Hey guys, it's Eric here on Daily Mail FTM, and this week's topic is dysphoria. I personally group dysphoria into two main categories. You have physical dysphoria, which I'm sure most people have heard of. All the other guys talked about this week, so I'm going to kind of steer away from that, maybe talk about it briefly. But what I want to focus on is something that I think everybody has experienced, and that is social dysphoria. Social dysphoria can range from, the way the pronouns that people use when referring to you, around you or not around you, and the name that they use, but more often I see dysphoria branching off from people's perception of you, because people act differently around men than they do around women, or people that they perceive as men and women. Cis men, for example, are kind of gross when they're around other guys. If, guys or women aren't treating you the way that they would treat another man, it can cause a lot of dysphoria. I don't know of a whole lot of ways that you can relieve this dysphoria, since it has to do a lot with passing. Maybe go back and refer to our passing tips if you're having trouble passing, and you're getting a lot of dysphoria branching off of that inability to pass. All I can do is direct you to those passing tips. If you're having that hard of a time and it's causing you that much grief, go and give it your all. And most importantly, you need to be yourself around other guys. It's not going to do you much good if you're trying really, if you're overcompensating your masculinity, you will get picked on. It will be bad. It's so many guys do it. I think probably every single trans guy I've ever seen, including myself, has gone through that phase where you are over-masculinizing, and it actually ends up causing you to not pass, because you just sound so fake. You need to be yourself to pass, and passing means social dysphoria means no sadness in that region, and then you can go worry about the physical dysphoria. Isn't that lovely? Once you get through one obstacle, there's another. It's lovely. You also have your pronouns, obviously, which that one usually takes time and effort, because people who already know you are going to take a little while to adjust to new pronouns, or they're going to be complete jerk bags and try and throw your pronouns out the door. But as you pass more and more, again with the passing, it becomes harder for them to use any pronouns but the ones that you want. Pronouns will fall in line. Your name will fall in line probably before your pronouns do. I still have people who call me she sometimes, even though they'll use Eric in the exact same sentence. Those are my tips for social dysphoria. I'm going to talk about the three main types of dysphoria. You have voice, chest, and body. Those are the top three that I've seen. Voice, I have experienced hardcore. Oh my god, hardcore. It was the worst. It was so bad that I almost called my endocrinologist and had to double my dose because it wasn't changing fast enough for me, which only a month and a half on T, I probably shouldn't have such high expectations, but I did. The night before I was going to call her, I went over all my videos, and I actually noticed there was a huge difference in my voice. For those of you who are interested, go and watch it. Watch like the first 5 seconds of my first video on this channel, and then this video, and your mind will be... Chest dysphoria is also a huge one that I think the majority of female to male transgender people have experienced. It's just one of those things. It's different from bottom dysphoria because bottom dysphoria, even cis men, are supposed to keep that stuff concealed. Keep it in your pants. Please don't flop that out in the middle of public. We don't want, no. Chest dysphoria is different because it is acceptable for men, typically, to walk around no shirt. Chest dysphoria is rather difficult to deal with because men, it is rather acceptable in most cases for them to just walk around no shirt, it's fine, whatever. Not so acceptable for us up until surgery or if testosterone takes enough of that away. I've seen guys where they don't even need surgery. Screw you. That is $7,000 that I wouldn't have to pay. Because, welcome to America, you pay for everything. Bottom dysphoria is one of those things that really, really ranges from person to person. I personally don't really suffer from bottom dysphoria. I just don't really think about it ever. It just doesn't register with me. Kind of like a shroud of ignorance. So I can't really tell you how to deal with this too much. There are some ways that I know, but I'm not sharing them because I know my friends and family watch these videos. So if you really want to know, message me personally. I'd be glad to give you some tips. I can't give you a whole lot of tips. If you're anything like me, distract your mind. Just distract yourself. Because of dysphoria and sadness and depression, I ended up teaching myself the entire German language, and I'm almost done with Dutch. If you're like me, if you are feeling really sad, dysphoric, depression, anything like that, pick up a guitar, pick up a ukulele, pick up something to learn with, a book to read. Just don't let your mind wander. But otherwise, I will see you next week.